Hello and welcome back to Old Faithful from the undisclosed green room here at the Loud American Roadhouse. My thanks to Perfect Wave Productions, who are doing the sound here all week at the Loud. My thanks to Scott Gooch for setting this up. This is the second of my interview with the Eskimo brothers. I'm now with the heart and soul and the guitar player and the vocalist of the Eskimo brothers.
That's right.
And all I know about this man is his name is David Graham, and he sometimes plays the Telecaster.
That's correct.
So you're playing on the Sir Silvertone. You know one song. Then what happens?
I just keep kind of teaching myself,
Sure.
listening to records and picking out things and just trying to emulate the sounds I was hearing
Right.
off the records, and I pretty much haven't stopped.
So then you're in Oregon.
Yeah, I moved to Oregon when I was 5, and that's actually when I got the Sears guitar.
Okay.
I was about 8 years old, and kind of fooled with the guitar for a few years, and then got frustrated and kind of switched to the drums, which I still play to this day.
Mm-hmm.
I started playing drums when I was 13, and then played drums, played guitar, and then started taking vocal lessons when I was about 17.
Okay.
And just doing the thing, man.
And during this time, did we manage to get in or form any bands?
Yeah, I started my first band when I was 13.
Okay.
I was the drummer, and then 17, I started a band being guitar player.
Okay. All right. So we're still in Oregon. We now play drums and guitar, and we sing.
Right.
And then
Right.
what happened?
Man, just started doing shows.
Right.
And, that's all I've ever done.
In
Just
Oregon,
writing
were
songs.
we regionally touring at this point?
No, I didn't start touring until I was probably 21.
Okay.
22, yeah.
All right.
And even then, it wasn't extensive touring. It was just like going out and different times. It felt like I was calling it touring.
Sure. Well, you got to start somewhere, and as long as you're going to start, you might as well exaggerate it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm on tour to the next county.
Right.
Yeah, make it sound good.
Right.
So, you play Telecasters. I love talking about Telecasters.
Mhm.
When did we get our first Telecaster?
Well, I grew up. I grew up playing Les Pauls.
Okay.
For most of my life. And
Nothing
then
wrong with that either.
When I moved to Nashville and I was looking for that certain sound,
Sure.
I went and I traded in my Les Paul and bought my first Telecaster.
Okay.
I've been obsessed with Telecasters ever since.
Really quickly, what year was the Les Paul we traded in?
It was in '89.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it
that's
wasn't
okay.
anything
All right.
major, yeah.
Nothing. What color was it?
It was white.
It was white.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Some blood stains on it too. It was badass.
That is pretty badass. But we go to a telly.
And go to a telly, yeah.
It was
And,
just the telly we could afford.
You know, a funny story, I went into the music store to buy a different telly. I've been watching this white one, I had
Sure.
an eye on it, and I finally had the money to go do it, so I went to go buy it, and I walked past this blonde Mexican telly.
Okay.
Like a 54 or 56 reissue.
Sure.
And I picked it up and played it, and I immediately walked out of the place. I didn't go buy the guitar I was going to go buy, and I dreamt about that blonde guitar.
Wow.
Yeah, I went back and I had to have that guitar.
Sure.
Yeah.
And this,
And
if
it's the
I'm
one
not
playing
mistaken,
right
is the one you're playing
Yeah.
right now. How long have you had this guitar?
now. 10 years maybe.
10 years. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
4 fret jobs.
Wow.
Yeah.
We played the hell out of the frets.
Played the hell out of the frets.
Have we warped the neck at all? Are we on the same neck?
Yeah, it's the same neck.
The same
I
neck?
love the neck. I'm upset. I'm scared to have that thing worked on because I don't want anybody to mess with anything.
Yeah. Have you, if you're playing that hard, you've gouged the fretboard a bit.
Yeah, but this last set is, I've had stainless steel frets put on it.
Oh,
this last
okay.
time, which
But
I'm not super, you know, they're kind of bright and they're really fast, so
Sure.
it takes some getting used
Yeah.
to, but the durability
Right.
helps them.
Yeah. But that story did remind me, put on my expert hat and tell stories of the legendary story of when Brent Mason was playing with Don Kelly.
Yeah.
And they go, I can't remember which guitar store it was, and they buy 2 tellys, and Don Kelly's playing this gray rat rod, and Brent Mason's playing this other one, and the next day Brent says, you know, Don, I like that one better, and Don says, well, here, have the son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And that's how Brent Mason got that
It's
now iconic guitar.
Yeah. I played guitar for Don for a year.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he just retired?
He just retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come I'd never heard of you? When were you in the lineup?
Just I don't know, 2 years ago maybe. 2 years ago. Probably.
2 years
yeah.
ago.
I was just doing Sunday nights with him.
Oh, okay.
He has this midweek band, and then he's
Sure.
got a Sunday night
Okay.
guy that's kind of like his farm league.
All right.
So in case the main cat goes out, they
I see.
Yeah, but I still, it's
Right.
all the same to me, man.
Well, you don't fit the mold. Most of them are long-haired, kind of hippie types that
Yeah.
bumbled into country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not as good as them either.
Oh.
So
Well,
I feel
I'm
like
not
taking
going to
my
say
space,
anything about
you know?
that.
No, I'm thrilled, man.
Did I mention Jack Daniels reminds you to drink responsibly? I don't think I did. Even though I don't drink, as a matter of fact, but you drink responsibly. Let's see here. You're in the Eskimo Brothers, and how many albums do we have? How many songs?
We have
do
we have 4 albums out. It's
Okay.
the Eskimo Brothers, and we just released a brand new live CD at the beginning of this year.
Okay.
Recorded live in Nashville, and yeah, we're working on the next one.
So our Mexican Blonde
Yeah.
features prominently in the recording, I would imagine.
Yeah,
Do you use any other guitars? You almost have to.
I've got a ton of guitars. Yeah,
Right.
I
You ever
used
sneak a
three-
Les Paul on?
I
Anything?
stuck a 335, and I
Okay.
stuck a Gibson SG,
All right.
and some acoustics. But most of the tone comes from that blonde tone.
Okay. And do we put acoustic tracks on her?
Yeah, I like that.
Right. And what do we use for that?
Whatever's around.
Whatever's around. Sure. Well, So you've got your pride and joy, your baby
Yeah.
guitar on the road. Do you have the analogous amp?
Yeah, I have a '67 Fender Pro Reverb.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah. It's
The
heavy.
Pro is the one I'm least familiar with, actually.
It's in
Tell us-
between. It's in between a twin.
Okay.
It's like the little brother to the twin and the big brother to the deluxe.
Okay.
Reverb, yeah.
So how many? It would be like super reverb wattage.
I believe it's 40 watts.
40 watts?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
40 watts,
All right.
212s.
212s.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Heavy.
And you bring that on the road.
I do.
Is it in a case?
Sometimes.
So
Sometimes it's just bouncing around the inside of the
sure.
band. Yeah.
Do we have a spare set of tubes on tour?
That's a good question.
That
I think I might actually.
Yeah.
Back of my amp. I do. Yeah, I do have.
okay. All right. That's good. I'll try not to trap him anymore.
No, you're making me think I need that.
Do,
Yeah.
do we use, because it's a 67.
It's a 67,
So
yeah.
was this, is it a blackface?
It is a black.
It is a blackface
Yeah.
amplifier.
Yeah.
That would have been transitional. Am I right or not?
Yeah, I think it's like what was it 71?
Right.
When they switched.
Okay.
But the circuit stayed the same for
Right.
a couple of years.
Okay.
Until
All
like
right.
72 or
Sure.
71 or something like that.
So we essentially have, well, we do have a pre-CBS 67 Pro Reverb. So
Yeah.
do we use anything like a brown box?
No,
stage?
but I should.
Yeah.
The guy that developed the brown box actually reached out to me before he got popular, and he's like, "Would you like to try this out?" And I was like, "Nah." I had no idea what it was. So I said no, and then next thing you know, everybody's using these brown boxes, man. I probably should be. Yeah. Especially in the honky tonks in Nashville,
Right.
where the electricity
Right.
is real
Sure.
question. Yeah, real
Yeah.
spotty. So
But we're just using the amp like
yeah.
Roy Nichols intended.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, out here on this big stage,
Right.
it's just basically been the guitar into the amp, and it's just been cranked up.
Wow.
Yeah.
How hard do we run it?
The last couple nights, I've been on 6 or 7, man.
Really?
I've been
Is that where it's at most of the time on tour? No.
It's usually around 3.
Okay. Those are indoor gigs.
Yeah, those are indoor gigs, and I
Okay.
figure this big outdoor space, we've
Sure.
just been
Right.
letting her rip a little bit.
So in an indoor space with it turned down, do you have like a dirt pedal?
I do. I have an overdrive pedal
Okay.
that I use on certain songs, and then I just got a God, what's that thing called? An exotic. It just kind of gives it a little more spank. It's
Right.
kind of it's a clear boost.
Right.
So I run that most of the time just
Right.
to give it a little bit of spank,
Sure.
and it kind of tightens up the low end a little bit.
Sure. But
yeah.
so where I was going, I keep trying to frame the narrative here for some reason. I don't know. Are you finding here at this little gig that you're really enjoying the sound of your wide open amp?
I really
And
am.
nothing in
Yeah.
between?
Yeah, because I spend a lot of my time
Wishing you could
frustrating,
turn it.
like just
Sure.
like, what the hell's
Right.
going on here?
Right.
And out here, just letting it rip is like, yeah,
Yeah.
planets are lining up a little bit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. What do we have for a backup on this tour? Do we have anything? A backup guitar?
Oh yeah, well I do. I bring. In fact, I liked my main guitar so much that I searched the country to find the exact same year, because I researched those Mexican teles. There's 2 years where they had certain frets and certain necks.
Okay.
Because I bought other road-worn teles that didn't feel right, and so I found the exact same year and bought it.
Oh.
And it's a blackguard.
Okay.
And so I pretty much have that on there. Yeah.
Does it feel fairly similar?
It does, yeah.
Have you blindfolded yourself and tried them?
Oh, I'd be able to pick them out. I'd be able to tell the difference. There's a slight difference, but it's way closer to the mark than anything else I have.
Yeah. And we were happy with the pickups and everything. I think we went
I
over
switched
this.
up the pickups.
Yeah.
I put in my main telly. I have a company out of Texas called Van Zandt's.
Okay, yeah.
And he does like a vintage rap. We did that, and then on my Blackguard I have Lindy Fralin Blues Specials.
Which reminds me of another story.
And that's a Don Kelly thing right there.
What's that?
All his guitar players use those Lindy Fralin
Right.
Specials. Yeah, he's a big advocate for those.
Right. Lots of people use the Lindy
Yeah.
Fralins. Yeah. They were in my first left-handed Telecaster.
So you're left.
I am, yeah.
Let's talk about you for a minute.
I don't think that's necessary. Really quickly, we won't go into it, but you should try to play right-handed. I do firmly believe that. I tried for 14 years, so I think we can agree that I tried.
Yeah, you
All right. So back to you.
Okay.
So we're doing 4-hour high-energy shows. You damn near killed your bass player.
Yeah, I tried to.
How are you holding up? Are you
I'm
finding
holding up all right.
that you would like to go maybe do a 2-hour show, do a coffee shop gig?
No, I'm not too much into coffee shop gigs.
Right.
But I would like to, 2-hour gigs would be fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you been kind of the leader of most of the bands you've been in?
I find myself, in that position, yeah.
And you apparently like it that way. You don't ever find yourself going, boy, I wish
I don't
I
set
could
out
just
to
be
be
Danny
the
Grill.
leader of anything. I just
It just happens. You have that
I'm obsessed
magnetic
with that.
personality.
This is all I've ever wanted.
And a rose tattoo on your forearm.
I got that in Sturgis last year, actually. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Hey, perfect. Valley Story, Jack Daniels, rose tattoos. We like it. Dude, we talked about your dirt pedal. You're a rockabilly guy. Tell us about your delay.
A lot of rockabilly guys do like a really fast kind of slap delay.
Right.
I wouldn't say that I'm a rockabilly guy, so I mean, I love rockabilly music.
Sure.
But I love all kinds of music.
Sure.
So I tend to, I don't want to have the typical rockabilly sound.
Right.
Like it's a really intense slapback. So I kind of, especially on this bigger stage, it's kind of a little more wide open.
Okay.
I'm just going, it's just adding some ambience instead of a certain sound. But, and I don't really adjust it.
Okay.
Out here, we do lots of honky tonk and hillbilly country music
Right.
too. And so I don't want that really, I don't want like the 50s kind of Sun Records snappy sound. I want it to be a little more drawn out and notey. So
Right.
Yeah. The XR, it's a carbon copy.
Oh, a carbon copy, sure.
And I'm not exactly thrilled with it, but it does the job.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to actually explore some of the delay options.
Right.
Yeah.
May I recommend mentioning the EP, the Echoplex. I do like the Dunlop Echoplex.
What do you like about it?
Just the sound. It's
Oh, really?
great. The new digital one, it's digital, but it sounds great. The other one I would suggest, sorry, I'm pretending to be an expert telling this guy.
No, I don't
was
know
a
anything.
professional giving him tips on my show. But anyway, the one I love is the DoD FX96. Love
Okay.
it to death.
DoD.
You should try
Okay.
that one.
Yeah.
Go to like Groom or somewhere.
Yeah.
Carter Vintage, they should have
Vintage.
one. Yeah.
It's a shop, man.
Right. Alright. Let's see here. Remember my sponsorship with Trask Hay LLC, large round and square bales, 515-0858. Remember to drink responsibly. Once again, my thanks to, oh hell, I forgot his name.
You gotta be kidding me.
I did. Yeah.
David Graham.
David Graham. My thanks to David Graham of the Eskimo Brothers and the recently retired Don Kelly. We wish you all the best. And he says, change your strength.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.